guys talking about? Let them do the right thing. The right thing needs to be done.
When is the right time?
They put us in this condition where we are today. This Baba Mohbad, this so-called Baba Mohbad thing. They put us in this condition today.
At the right time.
Mr. Andy, can you hear me?
Put us in this condition today. When we are asking for private autopsy, where were they? After 4 weeks, they are coming out to say, oh, we need autopsy. Are they going to move Mohbad's body to America to do autopsy in America?
Whatsoever is needed will be done for this justice, okay?
Story.
Is needed will be done. Even if to come to the public to support them for that, we will do it, Mrs. Susie. Okay? Because what you people are trying to do, you people are trying to have, now only we do them, now our lawyer do them, now we do. That is what you people are doing in this case.
See,
that is what you people are doing.
Do the right thing. When the Sam came, the Sam stretched a hand of friendship to Baba Mohbad's thing. They turn it down. Do they turn it down? Do they turn it down? 1 week is gone when we are begging for them to go and apply for a private autopsy. Where were they? After 4 weeks, they are coming up for private autopsy. The right thing needs to be done.
Please, hello, House. Please, can I quickly say something? I've been here for a while now.
Hold on, please. Let me just talk.
I've been here for a while before you, Arike. I've been here before you. Please, let me say something.
I'm not arguing this with you, madam. I'm not arguing this with you, madam. Please, I'm only trying to say something here. Sister Mercy,
thank you.
Let's go down. Come, let's follow me.
Let me quickly say something. Thank you.
Mercy, please follow me. Let's go.
Okay, what I would like to say is that I don't know why this argument or on nurse. If actually Spendi is helping us in this case and is also innocent, Spendi was the one that invited this nurse. He knows this nurse, so he can help us with the picture of this nurse. He can tell us where to get this nurse from. So we must not be waiting for Lenshi or that for Susie. If Spendi actually want to help in this case and is innocent, I think Westo has connection with Spendi. And people that are working with Baba Mohbad has connection with Spendi. They should be able to get information from Spendi. Spendi. So let's stop dragging Lenshi or calling Susie.
Lenshi has told them not to release anything. Lenshi won her.
I'm not talking of Lenshi.
Lenshi has won the nose.
Madam Susie. We don't even understand you again. Which one you did? Say now we meet him, you did all Mohbad. Because we don't understand you. You always attack Baba Mohbad. What happened?
I dey for justice. Let them do the right thing.
I don't understand you. You're not supposed to tell Baba Mohbad.
Let them do the right thing. The right thing needs to be done.
Baba
Mohbad needs to do the right thing. I said Baba Mohbad's thing. I did not say Mr. Joseph. I said the team. The team. Baba Mohbad's team need to do the right thing.
Why they talk like this, madam?
You go do the right thing. The right thing needs to be done.
You are against Baba Mohbad. You are against legal team. Why are you doing like that always?
What killed Mohbad. If they are not going to apply for private autopsy,
why are you doing like that?
You need to tell us what killed.
You are not there for justice. We are hunting justice. You are not there for justice. I'm telling you 100%.
Yes, I'm not for justice.
Why are you like this?
I'm not for justice. Whatever. That's your own feeling. That's your own. That's your own thoughts. I don't have to use talk and so.
You are always attack Baba Mohbad team. What happened?
Because they need to do the right thing. If they are doing the right thing, we are not going to be where we are today.
Which right thing?
Baba Mohbad.
I don't like the way you are talking.
The right thing. We are not going to be where we are today.
Why you are always doing that?
Get us to do the right thing. They will stop people from doing the right thing and they will not do the right thing.
What's your help on Baba Mohbad? Your group, Suzanne. Is it by force to help Baba Mohbad?
They do the right thing.
Is it by force?
Which right thing? Stop putting blame on other people. Do the right thing.
Enough is enough. It's just
the right thing.
Is it by force to help?
It's not good.
The right thing.
Which business are you doing? You dey tell everybody, do the right thing.
Why did you people go to Blekete? Why did Baba go to Blekete? Blekete is not handling the case. One set of group of people and I
you, Suzanne.
Remember, you took case to
You are not for
Blekete.
justice. I'm telling you.
You are not working with
Just
the
go
one that
meeting.
put a call through to
Can I
push you up.
Sense people.
I beg.
Get out with your stupid mouth. Please.
Tell Baba Mohbad to do right thing. If they do right thing, they will come tell you.
Let
are you like
them do yes, now the right thing is not being shown. That's why you
madam, you are not
trying
in
to
justice. You are not
nurse.
in justice for Mohbad.
You are looking for nurse. Everywhere looking for nurse.
You know against Baba
The right
Mohbad.
thing, you
Why are
have
you
a
like
lot
this?
of things on your
It's better
table,
for
on
you
your
to stop all
table
this
to do.
nonsense when
We
they talk
suspected
about.
your group when you bring a paper
Please.
of paternity to that
It's too
innocent
much
child.
for you.
We suspected you.
Why?
We suspected you. That is why Baba Joseph Aloba did not sign that your paper, because we suspected that you are anti-justice or your group. You are dragging
Very
us
correct,
backward.
very correct, Andy. Andy, I
You
want
are
to
dragging
address
us
Susie.
backward.
Susie, I've been following you from the very beginning. Please, everyone, lend me your ears.
Yes.
I've been following you, Susie, from the very beginning of Justice for Mohbad.
Yes. And how long is that? Can you tell them how long it
I'm
is?
talking. Let me talk. Let me finish, and then you ask me any question that you want to.
Okay.
I've been following you from the very beginning, from Justice for Mohbad.
Yes.
I knew you through Reggie Ryan, Bossman, and Yeye Kudi, and all the time.
No. I've never been with Yeye Kudi. You can know me through Ada Universe. No Catherine, no Bossman. Please tell me out. I've never been in their group. They came to my group.
You always wanted to be on top. You have been fighting Baba Mohbad for a very long time. I want to let all of you know in this panel that Susie is not for justice for Mohbad. Do you understand what I'm saying? She is not for justice for Mohbad.
You are not a justice for Mohbad. You are a justice. If the paper is Mohbad to meeting, you are always against Baba Mohbad. What's
Why are you like this? You have.
Not good. Enough is enough. This nonsense.
Announcement.
Which kind of nonsense be this one?
Susie is not for justice.
You are not for justice. You are not for justice.
That is
Like a green
something else.
under the
Why are you like this?
my full chest. It's a pity.
Anybody against Baba Mohbad,
You see, in any form you guys want this justice, for me, justice is a must, okay? But you all go do the right thing. The Baba Mohbad thing need to do the right
what is
thing.
the right thing?
The right thing needs to be done.
At this time. Who does
Fine,
that?
what you are acting just you are not for justice. You are a liar.
You ask for autopsy, they say no, they don't want autopsy. Go do DNA. Oh no, we don't want to do DNA. Oh, if you do DNA, what if we take more? No, you're just going to
see. Who are you to give Baba 24 hours? Baba 24 hours to do autopsy in 24 hours. Who are you? You are not for justice or Mohbad, and you cannot tell me that this is not the right time for the nurse to come. You want the nurse to come. Was there even a nurse? I'm suspecting you people. Was there even a nurse? Because when the result comes and they'll start saying,
I think you should ask Baba Mohbad that question.
Too much drugs.
Ask Baba Mohbad this question. Baba Mohbad will answer you more.
Was there even a nurse?
Not me. Not me.
Was there even a nurse?
Not me. There are some personal questions you guys need to ask Baba Mohbad. Not me.
You should with me platform. If you are against Baba Mohbad, you will collect woto. You will collect woto. No against Baba Mohbad.
For your head.
Why are you like this?
For your head.
You just spoil everything. You say justice for justice. Which kind of justice you they do?
Let me say this. What
kind of rubbish be this one? It's better you go to Wumi team.
Let me say this.
You see, the truth will surely be out. Baba Mohbad thing, I'm going to say Baba Mohbad thing. I did not say Mr. Joseph. Baba Mohbad thing should do the right thing. Is that why you guys are angry? Let them do the right thing so that we can get justice.
They're not doing the right thing.
They're not doing the right thing.
Baba Mohbad should do the right thing. Never say Baba Mohbad team. If you are against Baba Mohbad, you will collect what
are not doing the right thing. Let them do the right thing.
Madam Susie, excuse me.
Majority of the time, majority of the things, Baba Mohbad is not even aware of it. But majority of the things this group of people do that hijack this justice from Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, Mr. Joseph Aloba is not aware of it.
Madam Susie, excuse me.
He's not not aware of it. So what are you guys talking about?
My head
You
carry
hate
is
Baba
hold on,
Mohbad.
please.
You hate Baba
My head carry
Mohbad.
is
Some
hold on.
group of
Hold
people
on,
group
Madam
themselves
Susie.
and they are saying they are team
Madam
Team
Susie.
Baba Mohbad.
Susie,
Majority
wait,
of the things they do,
Madam
Mr.
Susie.
Joseph Aloba is not aware of it.
Madam Susie,
Mr.
hold
Joseph
on,
Aloba
please.
is not
My
aware
head
of half
carry.
of what they
I'm
do.
ashamed
Hold
of
on.
you. I'm ashamed of you, honestly. I'm
Shame
ashamed
of
of you.
yourself.
my
Did I
head
steal your
carry, hold
father's
on.
money?
Madam,
don't even
Or
know
did
that
I
I
steal your
father's
children?
money. I don't have
Did I
my
steal
father's
your
money.
money?
My father's
Susie,
money.
Why will you
my
be
head
ashamed of
carries.
me? For what? Do you
Madam
know
Susie,
me?
my
Because you
head
see the
carries.
truth
Can
and
you
you're
please
hiding
hold
from
on?
the
Do you know
Can we
me?
please
You
be
telling me you are
mature? Can
ashamed
we
of
please be
me?
mature? Madam Susie, please hold on.
Did you
hold
know
on.
me? Do you
Madam
know who I
Susie,
am?
please
know
Are you
hold on.
going to be
Susie,
ashamed of me?
I've
Do
gone
Susie,
right.
hold
you
on.
know
My
whether
head
I'm a
carries,
green
hold on.
Nobody
and
know you. Nobody
every
knows
Susie,
you.
single
hold on.
I've gone. You always
Susie,
want things to go
Susie,
your way.
You are
Susie, my
a
head
sample.
Madam
carries.
Susie.
Can you mute? My head carries. Susie, hold on, please. Don't let us be shouting. Let us calm down. Let's talk one after the other. We are not here to abuse our families. We are here to fight for justice for Mohbad. Mohbad might not even relate to any one of us. Look, Madam Susie, in as much as I respect your team and I respect Baba Mohbad's team, and I've never been against any of you guys. And I love whatever you are doing, but don't criticize Baba Mohbad's team on any note, please. I love the energy you and Aries are putting in to make sure that this is done. But don't be, you are pushing it with full force energy. You see, there are tactics to whatever. The tactics you are now telling us you want to bring the nurse. I come to respect that when the toxicology is ready. We are here for superior argument. We are not here to be ranting and be shouting up top of our abusing who we are not supposed to abuse.
Sorry, do you know
We
how
are
many
all grown
people
up.
has come
None of us.
after me
Hold on,
this
Susie,
evening
hold on.
because I say
Susie,
something
hold on.
about
Excuse me.
Baba
know,
Mohbad's
Susie.
team, not Baba Mohbad
Susie,
himself.
can you
Majority
please
of
hold
the
on?
things they do,
Susie,
this
Susie,
man
can you
is
please
not
hold on?
aware of it. I'm going to
Susie,
keep on saying
Susie,
that.
Excuse
The
me,
group,
Susie,
the
excuse
team.
me. Excuse
Majority
me,
of the
Susie,
thing
hold on.
this team, this
Hold
set of
on,
people
hold
do,
on.
this
Hold
man
on,
is
Susie,
not aware of
excuse
it.
me.
They hijack
No.
the justice for Mohbad.
Yes,
You are
you
just
can
here
say
to
that.
make noise.
That's what I'm saying, Susie. I respect you guys' energy to this. You are putting the Baba Mohbad's team on their toes to work. It's a good thing you guys are doing. Please don't let us be seen as you are standing against this team.
I am not standing against them, but then they do the right thing. The
You are
right thing
interjecting
needs
me.
to be
I'm not done with
done.
my line of thought. You are interjecting me. I'm not done with my
Sorry.
line of thought. Please, yes. See, I love you guys' work. I love both teams' work. Nobody is an island of knowledge. We make mistake along the line. Why we are dragging Lenshin today is making mistake which is against what is not supposed to be. This is not Lenshin we knew from the beginning. Why are you hiding the nurse?
Thank you
The
so
nurse will
much.
be made
Thank you.
available to the public. So you see, I love your work. I love Madam Mary's work, but don't push it to that extreme. Don't make it look as if you guys are against Baba Mohbad team. They are lazy. They are not doing anything. Whatever they are doing, continue doing your path. God is going to reward every one of us. At the end of the day, we will all smile and happy for fighting for justice for Mohbad. I don't want us to have personal vendetta on this matter. It's a straightforward thing. If you are doing the wrong thing, we'll tell you, what if you do it this way? You will reason with us. It's a superior argument. In as one, the public lawyer is there to put the other lawyer on their toes. It's hard for them to take bribe now or to negotiate anyhow because someone is watching them. Someone will take the case up. And that is my joy in your effort or the public team effort. But don't say Baba Mohbad, this one is not fighting. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. Yes, you could help them with some information. You know what led us to this day is because of the nurse. Where is the nurse? That is the question we are asking. She's the prime suspect. She has been bailed. Come to court. Why are you hiding him from coming to court? Whatever, if you say your truth today at the court, you can still say your truth tomorrow. Nobody will kill you. Let them go and change whatever they want to change. In as much you are saying your truth. If peradventure she has opportunity to go to Berekete, so be it. Speak out whatever you know about the whole matter. Maybe the real deal, the real cocoa is in the nurse hands. We don't even know. We are hiding her. Maybe if the nurse speak now, the whole country will go in fire. We'll begin to look for who to stone. We don't even know. So the more you keep this person away from the public, the more we suspect that what is going on. Bring her out. So let us not see that as a vendetta. Let us not come to each other and be ranting and be shouting for each other. You guys are doing great. Our effort will not be in vain by the grace of God. Thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Is it not too coincidental that 2 days ago or 3 days ago, the inquest nurse was not there, but 2 days ago, Lenchi arrived in Nigeria?
Look, brother, for whatever the reason he came.
Yes, it's a question.
Hold on, my dear. Yes, I'm trying to answer you. I'm not answering straightforward. Whatever reason he came, he has maybe he lost a relative whatsoever. You don't know personal thing who brought him to Nigeria. That's one note. You see, what we are saying is that in as much Lenchi is in this team of fighting for justice for Mohbad, and he has a great influence on the North. It's just for him to see reason. Even though if the other team is telling you, no, it's not yet time for the North to come. If Baba lawyer team statutorily, they are the one representing Baba. If they request for the North, Lenchi was okay. Probably allow her to go. Let her go. Guide her. It's simple as that. Let her come out because she's coming to court to speak out. Maybe the whole cocoa is even in her hand. Self. Nobody knew.
Mr. Faithful.
Hold on. No, 1 second, Andy. Lenchi said, I don't know the nurse. I'm only trying to help the justice. Okay, between you and I, let's fear God now. Do you think it will make sense for me to bail somebody that I don't know in regards to, this kind of a case? And I'll get to Nigeria.
Listen, Leslie cannot say it doesn't know the law.
Let me finish now.
I just heard your point.
Let me finish now. Hold on. Do you think it's possible for Lenchi to now come to Nigeria and not wanting to meet that nurse? After I bailed you, I don't know you. I mean, they stand for you as Shorty, right? And I'll come to that country. I'll say because I don't know you.
You are putting so much emotions on this. I just answered that question now. Now let me quickly tell you something. Lenchi can tell you I don't know the nurse physically, but Lenchi, I was on Paparama live in the dead of the night.
But you don't know physically.
The Baba was sleeping. Hold on, Jade.
Come on.
Let me finish my line of thought. Baba was sleeping. Lenchi woke up that Baba that night. I was on the panel, and he called that Baba, and we asked that Baba 1 or 2 questions, and Baba responded. That is the father of that nurse. So if he say doesn't know her physically, fine, but by contact, Lenchi have had contact. If she is the one that says I bailed the nurse, definitely that is why I'm still in the same line with you. He might have an influence over the girl, but what I'm saying is that the influence should be for the public interest. If we demand to see the nurse at the court, he should be able to bring her. Or
that is what we're saying now. That's what we're saying.
Go ahead, Gureg.
Yeah, thank you very much, and really appreciate individual concern. And only God understands everybody's mind and everybody's mission. Some involvement could have some personal interest on that one, but God, who sees the heart of everybody, understands what each person stands for. On the nurse, you see, I think we're flogging this matter too much.
Yes. Check your message, please. Check your message right.
Okay. So on the nurse, you see, I wouldn't want to say anything about Lenchi. I leave him for his conscience, but I deal with people based on what I see and what I hear. To me, you see, what we human beings, what we love to do is that at times we always attract attention to ourselves. We always want to be seen as an actor or a player of a game, in which at times we might not even be the one determining a situation, but we just come and say, yes, I am this, I am this, I am that. To the level of my understanding, and with what I have seen in recent time, I don't believe Lenchi and the nurse or whatever. I want to tell you that Baba Mohbad team are getting the nurse close to their investigation. And there is already an established link to get the nurse and to officially unleash the nurse to the public. Most of these things are not meant to be said public, but for the sake of those of the Thomases and the Judases among us, they need to understand that the team is working day and night to ensure that no stone is left unturned. There is no way, Yoruba will say, there might be some little mistakes or little errors that is being seen, or we try to overblow certain thing out of proportion. But I can confirm to you that at an appropriate time.
I need to go sleep. It's 5 a.m.
Why?
Don't go.
Don't go.
So
don't go. We
Susie
must.
Mr. Grexy, is it fair? Is it fair on Prime Boy
for the benefit
on spending
of what
right?
I've got
Is it fair on them for their own picture to be everywhere, but we don't know what this nurse look like? All the other people know what she look like.
Well,
J-Clock.
Do you think it's fair?
We're living in an unbalanced society, and the situation of this country is imbalanced. The same way we have the
ask a question.
Hold on, sir. The same way we have the pictures of Mama Mohbad and Baba Mohbad, but we cannot identify even the pictures of Iya Wunmi and Baba Wunmi, who happen to be the parents of our own, I will not say allegedly suspect, our own direct suspect. We don't know. It's very unfair of them because they were all going by the standard of the police. They were all suspects, or they are all suspects. 3 of them, including Naramali and Sam Larry, were detained. They are suspects. And even if I see spending on the street today, I will be able to identify him as that's the nurse. It could have been possible that the nurse was present at the court. Nobody knows her, and nobody can identify this the face of the nurse except the likes of Spending and Prime Boy. She might have been present at certain areas that we don't know, but we need to know and identify her face. But having her face, if not that the situation of this country is it's unbalanced, must pictures of suspects be displayed everywhere when even the dimension of a case is divided? Do you know that a suspect ordinarily is not yet a criminal? And you know, there are places that suspects can walk to and they get them stoned. In Nigeria, we conclude that if you are a suspect, you are a culprit. We term them to be who they are not. So having the picture of Spending, Prime Boy, and not having the picture of the nurse is unfair to them. But I will
Grexy, on that note,
sir?
On that note, what is the relevance of the picture of the nurse to you? What is the importance? Well, because from my point of view, I've been listening to Susie and everybody's been castigating her. Okay, so the first question from me is, who is the chief coroner in this process?
The chief coroner, I think the chief coroner is the magistrate.
Okay, so did the magistrate request the presence of the nurse on this occasion?
Well, the chief magistrate did not and has not requested even additional suspects.
If her presence is not requested, what then will be the reason why we want her to be there?
The reason why we want the nurse to be there is that the person that called the nurse was invited, but the activities and the involvement of the nurse was not known to him. So, and the person that knew the nurse who knew the nurse was detained as a suspect. So for the narrative of that person that gave out the number of the nurse to be complete, the nurse come to complement his narrative.
Hold on, Gorexi. I think
Yes,
you're
sir.
running way ahead of yourself as well as a number of people. I don't mean that disrespectfully. But what I'm trying to say is that if the nurse's presence is not required, then I don't see any reason why, one, she should be there. That's one point. Secondly, the chief coroner definitely would have worked out the best time for the nurse to be present. Now, if there is anything in the public domain at this point in time to reflect that her presence has been requested and she did not turn up, then yes, we can then start looking at Lenchi protecting her. And I think that the nurse being the major and the prime number one suspect, the thing is, it's almost as if our jail term is ready as we speak. Why do you then think the nurse will want to implicate herself by speaking to the public first before appearing at the sort of a request of the chief coroner? What benefit will we get out of that as a member of the public?
The benefit is very simple and direct. On this same platform, I believe, and I've heard time without number, that this matter is not a secular interest, is in the interest of the public. At times, in order for the public to know the directive, you see, first, there is what we call public segment of the society.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, look, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot has happened. Susie and people were saying, whatever it is they're saying, everybody's been bailed. Whoever bailed the nurse, definitely have a reason to do so. I don't think the nurse is being protected because I think the weight and the power of the law in our society will definitely get the nurse out when our presence is required. So I think we need to be patient as members of the public. We need to wait. Why do we even want to see her picture? She's done the damage. She hasn't denied that she injected Mohbad. So right now she's a prime suspect. She knows that the weight of the law is going to pounce on her when the time comes.
Yeah. 1 second, please. Well, you see, we are just, I mean, I don't want to, say certain things. Mr. Grex is aware that they said from the beginning that inquest is going to be for 1 day. And Baba Mohbad's team are requesting for the 3 suspects to be present on that very day. All of a sudden now, requesting for the 3 and the nurse is not needed at the moment. But they let us know that on that very inquest day, they only gave them 1 day, right? And they have requested for the 3 individuals to come. But when we didn't see the nurse, some people are claiming that because there was no proper protection for the nurse. And
So
I
how
said,
did you know? How did you know that the nurse wasn't there? Do you know what the nurse looks like?
well, I did not know what she looks like. But
So how do you know? How do you know she wasn't there? That's my question.
because she was not there. Even the person
How
that
did you
bailed
know
her,
she
hold
wasn't
on a
there?
second. Mr. Lenchi that bailed her said she will not be there because it's not yet time. But before,
but that's just a mere statement. It doesn't.
Okay, let me-
actually
no,
mean that
he
we have
was
to
the one
make
that
anything
bailed her.
The nurse may be there, and you don't know. That is what I'm saying.
Demi.
Fair enough.
Let me just respond to that question, Demi, please. The nurse was not there, 100%, and I will tell you.
So do you know what a nurse looks like?
I don't know, but I will tell you. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Demi, I will tell you
So
hold
it's
on,
no
Demi.
point. It's no point
Hold on,
actually
Demi. Let
addressing
me
that.
tell you
as
the
if-
reason. Hold
Yeah.
on, Demi. Let me tell you the reason why I said the nurse was not there. She was not where to be served the letter for the coroner inquest. That is what.
Yeah, we know that, and that's the reason why she may not be there.
Yes.
She's not been
Because
served.
before-
She's not been
before-
served a letter to be present.
So why didn't you publish it? And
Excuse me, please.
if it's not where to be served the letter, then you should have published it.
Let me
Publish
continue.
it.
Hold on, please. We are not here to do a Royal Rumble or fighting. We are just here
I'm
to
not
engage.
fighting.
Hold on. Let me respond to Dami. I just responded to Dami now. You understand me? You cannot just be bringing any question up without any answer. Dami, let me go back again. They look for the nurse to serve the coroner inquest letter for her to present at the coroner inquest. She was nowhere to be found. Nobody is here to come and crucify Lenchi.
So do you have evidence of what you've just said? Where's the evidence?
I'm telling you for the fact, it's from the legal team. Do
you have the evidence?
Do I have to bring you an evidence? I'm telling you,
But
because
why you distorting this whole process? Why you
I'm
bringing
close to the
negative,
legal team.
impossible narrative into a process when you don't have an evidence?
Hold on, Dami. This is fact. You understand me?
How is it? How is it a fact?
I'm close to the legal team, and this is what we have been asking, even on the public, in the public domain.
Yeah, as long as you say you want the nurse in public, you want the nurse's photo, and you're not ready to share that information
I'm not
with
talking
us.
about the photo. I'm talking about the coroner inquest for
I am
presence.
talking about the evidence that her presence was requested and she did not turn up. Is that difficult for you to just show us that information? You can just show it on your screen. You can just lead us to a website. You can just give us information that she's on the run and they are looking for her. And if you can't bring that up, there's no point lying to us on this platform.
Or you leave it. Take it or you leave it.
I am not taking it. Of course, not taking it, because you are just literally fabricating stories on this platform this morning.
That's your own school of thought.
This is an evidence of fabrication that you bring here to come and confuse people. Just stop lying. Waiting be this one like this. Many lies. Many lies. Waiting be this one like this. That's what Mohbad would have said. Why you they lie?
So much stories.
Susan,
bring evidence. This platform says bring evidence. But Paparano will say bring your evidence. Show your evidence. If you can't show that evidence, don't come and lie here. Don't come and use us to carry points here. This one, I mean, what's the point? You're not going to be popular for narrating gibberish and lies on this platform.
Tademi, Westo, what is his name? Know nurse very well. He has seen the nurse before. And if by Westo's testimony says the nurse was not present, can we not go by?
Is Westo the chief coroner? I mean, the nurse's presence. If we need to align things appropriately, the nurse's presence was not requested. So we shouldn't worry about whether she's there or not.
They said from the get-go that, hold on a second, I'm not, please don't get me wrong.
How do you know that the nurse was not requested? How do you know?
Hold on.
If
Andy,
the nurse's presence was requested, and there is a process within the coroner situation, and then everybody thought that was going to be the final submission, and it wasn't the final submission, and the coroner haven't actually displayed or utter any reflection to the narrative that the nurse was invited and not present. Why should I believe you and not the chief?
Can you bring your evidence why you know that the nurse was not requested? Bring your evidence and show us.
I think there's a paradox about what you've just said, which doesn't really make any sense, because I am not disputing anything right now. I'm just stating the fact that the nurse's presence was not requested. That's all.
Tademi,
yes, okay. I'm just asking you a simple question.
Put me through here. If from the beginning they told us this corona this time around is just going to be for 1 day,
and everybody that is invited will need to come. Now, it's just a question, if you can obviously enlighten me. If they said it's going to be one day, do you think they wouldn't have included the nurse to appear?
Let me bring something to your attention. Now, in hindsight, prior to the date, now the chief jury may have requested the presence of people, right? And then if it then turns out that the actual final submission is not ready, i.e. the result of the autopsy and toxicology is not available, the chief jury can decide to contact the people that have been requested to be there present, that there is going to be an additional day. You will not know that, and nobody will be told that. But the people that we don't want them to waste their time to come to court when that is not required. So it will be someone making a decision. There's going to be an additional date, which we did not know until the said date, that the people you expect to be there are not there. And then suddenly we then realize the reason why. It is logical. We just need to be logical.
Okay. In addition, it was written. It was even written in the newspaper.
Mr. Andy, hold on.
Half of them was
Mr. Andy, hold on, please. Right. According to the testimony of people that were present, they said the reason why it was adjourned was because light went off and Spending fainted. And because of that, they had to adjourn. Right? I believe Mr. Gurexi is probably close to Baba Mohbad. And if prior to that day, they've been informed that there might be extension, they will have obviously mentioned that to them. And I believe Gurexi will probably know about it. I believe what happened that very day. Sir.
Yeah, you are correct to some extent, but if it was due to anything that happened to Spending or whatever, Spending, Prime Boy was also present. Prime Boy could have taken over the witness box and continued.
But they didn't allow him. They didn't allow him. They just said, because there's no light, no gen. Somebody fainted.
Lock me back, please.
The light.
That was what happened.
Hello, sir. While Spending was talking, even few minutes after the coroner magistrate walked in, light went off. We opened the window and nobody complained. We were okay. All we wanted was justice. Either we get it in the heat or in the cold. We were desperate for what we wanted to get that very day. But be as it may, you see, you know that only the driver can drive the bus. Passengers cannot take the driver's seat to say, I'm driving the bus. So she decided that, okay, we need to adjourn till a specific date. And you see, on the issue of the nurse, I don't know what the IT guys, where the IT guy is coming from, but the fact is that either being called upon or not called upon, it's not every time we have to go into the technical aspects of a case. But the thing is that we need information from the nurse as a public, as individuals, as an interested person in the boardroom of justice. We want to hear the side of the nurse. He's the only person that we've not heard from. Every other person, even Darosha that we have been looking around for. I want to say,
for me, let's not be in a hurry, because there's a process and there's someone in charge. And for as long as there's someone in charge, I believe that wherever the process is, whether NEPA carry light at the beginning or let NEPA carry light in the middle, whether someone faint or someone no faint. If the chief coroner had called the presence of the nurse in that process and she wasn't there to respond, then I will say, okay, she did not turn up. But the thing is that, okay, let's even look at another scenario. The nurse is sort of like within vicinity, maybe somewhere in a vehicle, waiting for her to be called, and then suddenly something happened, someone fainted, and then a crew or a team have been informed that they no longer need her presence because something has gone wrong and they will adjourn it to another date. Then she doesn't have to walk into the court. So we need to look at every aspect of this whole process without actually saying, because if at the end of that process, her presence is needed and she wasn't there when the case, that turns out to be the case, they will be looking for her right now. The newspapers will be saying nurse is on the run, but that never happened.
Mr. Demi, let us try to understand one thing, just like what Mr. Greki said. Not every time we have to be technical here.
We have to be technical. We have to be technical. We are reasonable. We are reasonable, and we are caring and intelligent people, and we have to be technical.
I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that. Now, when you said maybe she was in the car waiting to be called upon, and who's playing music now?
In Wumi, in that call, that what we hear was that Mohbad was stabbed in the show with Obama Kenji. This issue of knife is coming back again. And that's what I'm saying. York, yes, it's something here. If you are close to Baba team, okay, it's help me. We don't want glory, okay? And we want money by.
Please. Thank you, sir. You know, it is that same thought. You can only detect that through toxicology. And the doctor is saying that toxicology is for a period of time. According to somebody here now that is supporting me, he said for a period of 10 months or so. Do you understand? That is my worry.
No, what the pathologist meant. Sorry, please, Young Daddy, please. Sorry. I think what the pathologist meant and just says is that the alcohol content in his body might not be detected, but if it was poisoned through alcohol, the poison will surely still be there, and toxicology will prove it. That is 100%.
According to Westo, that's not what Westo said, though.
No, I think Westo did not understand. Maybe Westo did not understand the pathologist.
I just think it's the level of alcohol in his body that would not show. I think the result will still, if it was poison, it would still show.
Thank you very much.
Danny, the question is for how long can somebody do a toxicology to find what killed the person? And the woman said, Daddy York, please, I'm coming. And the woman said that in the case of alcohol, it's for a short period of time. But for every other thing, it might even take years. But in the case of alcohol, it's for a short period of time.
Let me ask you this question. If you take alcohol and the alcohol was poisoned and it goes down to your system, are you saying that the toxicology, because the alcohol has worn out in your system, are you saying that the toxicology will not detect that it was actually poisoned? Now, don't forget the fact that two things have entered your system: the alcohol and the poison. They are two different elements. Now, if the judge is telling you that, or the magistrate the doctor is telling you that alcohol doesn't last in the system, that is to him. But that poison, if that alcohol contains that poison, the toxicology will fish out the poison. We've seen cases that people were poisoned after how many days, after how many months, they went to, after how many years, they went to go and do the toxicology, and they found out that this person actually was being poisoned. So don't let us cry on over a spilled milk. If it is poison, the toxicology will dictate it. And if it's the DNA, they should do the DNA. Let us know the motive why this boy was killed. DNA doesn't need court order. DNA doesn't need court order. It's not a death sentence. Let them do it, so that we have zero confidence in this thing. We have zero, so that we can have 100 confidence in Wumi. Wumi, go and do DNA. It's not death sentence now.
Since she's asking for the court order, Young Daddy, what would you do?
Young Daddy, what you said now, if I see what I said, I quote what Westo said. It is not what I know. It is what he said, what Westo said that the doctor said.
It is what I think we should pass that already. Young Daddy already explained. I think that's fine, and I think we have gotten the point. Then back to Young Daddy for the DNA. Since she's asking for the court order, we all know that there's no need for anybody to be asking for a court order for a DNA when it's not like a death sentence or a life imprisonment kind of thing. Just go and do a DNA. You're asking for a court order. Since she's asking for it, Yorùbá ní pé ẹ jẹ́ kí a pe òrè lọ́kọ ìyàwó kó jẹ́ ká rọ́nà gbé gbà. We have to just give it to her. They should just give her the court order so that this thing can be done. They should provide her what she's asking for.
She will lovely get it. She will lovely get it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be glad. Let them give it to her. Let her go live. At that point, we will now see if you will now say you will not do again. You will not be asking for somebody's Lazarus head to be given to you on a platter of gold before you go for DNA.
Yeah. I also want to say something that should, in case anything the Baba team or whoever that is working with Baba, anything that they went for the government to ask for and they are not getting results, they should let public know so that we can, public will be shouting on social media that why is it that they are not granting them? I believe that with that, they will know that public are on it, they will be hearing that shout, they will grant the whole thing. That's what I'm suggesting. I don't know if I've
Okay, this is
Young Daddy, a minute, please. A minute.
Very brilliant suggestion. Noted. We will deliver your message. Thank you.
Juices, okay. If I ask, if I may ask you now, if you approach the court for an order or you make a request and you are given 2 months, ordinarily what should take 2-3 weeks, you are given 2 months. And you ask what is the reason, they say, okay, something, because do you know sometimes even courts go on recess? They go on recess. Sometimes they go on strike for one reason or the other.